Cold DM Dungeon Mastery here. Cold DM Dungeon Mastery. Alright, let me do this. I'm gonna mute that so I'm not double doing that there. I'm gonna move OBS up here. This is a kind of a impromptu stream. I wasn't really planning on streaming tonight, but I really don't have anything else to do, so you know, we'll just stream. Why not? Boom, 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 boom. Media source. What's up, Matthews? How you doing? Okay, that's not what I want playing, actually. I want to do... What do I want to do? What time is it over there, Matthews? Trying to figure out if you guys are like up late whenever I'm streaming late, or if you're actually up early. Where's my Darkest Dungeon music? There we go. That's what I want. 21:50. Oh, so it's 9. So you guys have the same time zone as us. Whereas me, at least. I don't know where anybody else is. It's pretty sick. Laggy. For me, laddie. I don't know if I should ping the Discord. Not very many. I only have a stark few amount of people that like to watch my live streams, so I don't like to annoy everybody by pinging them all the time. Oh shit. That music, wait, what does it say? That music do be drowning you out, bud. It might be because my mic is quiet too. Let me do that. Can you hear me better now? It's because I'm talking kind of quiet too. I'll turn it down a little bit more. Now let me listen to it on my stream. Yeah, I'm kind of just quiet in general. Hold on. We're gonna do this because I don't feel like screaming. I'm gonna boost the gain on my mic incredibly high. Oh, this is why it's not working. Hold on. Maybe that's why. Now you should be able to hear me. I'm probably very loud now. That'd be good. Never mind. I was gonna do an ear rape joke, but I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Too loud. Can't hear the music. All right, let me turn the music all the way up now. I had my gain disabled on my mic, so it wasn't boosting my audio. I'm gonna be eating snacks while I'm streaming tonight because I don't care. I want to be fat on stream. So you guys are probably gonna hear me opening up chips and shit. I just ate McDonald's, but like I want to eat shit while I'm sitting here. Baba booey. Your rape jokes just backfire because it makes it sound like you got a tiny wee wee. No, your rape jokes are funny. Baba booey. The goal is to see true demigods born today. Wasn't that you that said something about somebody was saying they want to see me make something really high CR. This is going to be very high CR. In the book they're CR 23, so, but it's not very strong from what I'm seeing. It's not up to my standards, so we're going to have to fix that. I'm just trying to get everything set up here. My mic cord is catching my mouse, so it's really annoying. Love how YouTube translates that to baby boy. Where the fuck can I put this? Let me put this like right there. Hopefully you could still hear me. Hopefully I don't have to yell just so you can hear me. These Empyreans are very basic. The design is very human. Have you ever seen that video? Should I porthole myself or should I just do a full camera? Filters, porthole. What do you guys like better? You like seeing my whole room or you like just seeing the porthole so you can see more of the background? Porthole is cool. Alright, you don't want to see my degenerate room. My bed's not made. I pretty much woke up today, went to donate plasma, and I door dashed for a little bit. Dewey cam. Dewey's not in here right now. I do have Jack in here though. He's laying on the floor. He'll probably start whining in like 5 minutes and have to go outside, even though I asked him. I said, do you have to go pee? Do you have to go pee? Do you have to go pee? And then he was just staring at me, so he doesn't have to go now, but he will in 5 minutes, and then I'll have to pause the stream. Or he'll shit in the house. Alright, let me turn that off. When you jack me off, yes. Jack Mehoff and his cousin Mike Latoris. Okay, so before I start, I have to manually make this first because they don't have the Empyrean stat block on the website. So, do you want to know a really funny fact? The word "cool" in Brazil here sounds a lot like anus. Why am I getting erectile dysfunction ads on your streams, DM? Seems sus. I don't know. I've never had that problem before. That's a lie. That's happened to me. I think it happens to every guy at least once in his life. 21, 30 con, 21 intelligence, 22, 27 charisma. He's got a proficiency in like almost everything. Int, wisdom, charisma, insight, and persuasion. I don't know if these are expertise or if that's... Yep, that's supposed to be expertise. Insight. I'll be bouncing back and forth, working on this ethereal walk ability for my hag. Boo. I actually want to start a new video series. I want to do like a monthly idea for like a campaign and like have viewers vote on a creature type, and then like I have to make a campaign based off that creature type or a creature itself, and then like I just structure a campaign out for people to use. Not like a book, like a whole book, but like, you know, Act 1, 2, 3, 4, like just some plot points. It's hard because I feel like it's a split between ability slash bonus slash legendary action. Chaotic good or neutral evil. Chaotic good slash neutral evil. His AC is 22. CR is 23. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. It's terrible. What is the idea you think of adding to the Empyreans? Sorry, I'm so noob. Sorry, I am so noob. What is Empyrean? I am not sure what is Empyrean. A Empyrean is they are the children of the deities of the upper plane, so they are the children of the gods. And their lore is pretty cool, but they don't seem to be very strong. If I could, I would put a picture of them on screen and keep it on screen. Let me see. For this stream, maybe I can put this here, and you can buy me a Google card, and then you send me the money on Google card, okay? Don't tell anybody about the Google card. That art sucks so bad for it. He just looks like a Greek god almost. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's alright. They could have probably added a bit more like pizzazz to it, though, in my opinion. My music stopped on my end. Where the hell did I close YouTube out? Oh my god. I seem to have closed YouTube. Oh my god. I see them being very similar to Greek demigods. Yeah, me too. I picture just like all the Greek gods, like these guys. I actually have a very cool idea for a campaign with these. This is why I was thinking it would be fun to do stuff that's not just stat blocks, like do actual like campaign layouts. Like not a full module where it's like the campaign starts here, blah 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 blah. It's like 40 pages of like this is how you run the campaign. It's more of like this is an idea for a campaign, this is how it should go, and then here's a stat block to be like the final boss for this campaign, maybe. I think that would be actually pretty fun, and it would be something a little new, so I'm not only making stat blocks and then like nothing else, because I think that would be pretty fun to do. I don't know how you guys feel. Okay, what was I doing? I was going to background remover. Weird. I'm getting the nearly righteous light. Hold on. It's set to live chat, so I don't know why. I just set it to live chat, but I don't see any comments that you made. Unless you're talking about Hercules. I like your idea for the creature campaign thing. That could be really fun. Hercules, that art sucks so bad for it. I think that's what you were saying was missing. What? Did this just not save? What's going on? Oh my god, man. Oh my god, man. I have to manually take a screenshot of it. I'm getting really tired of doing this all the time, Google. I don't want to have to take a manual screenshot. I'm Bollywood DM Dungeon Mastery tonight. Oh my god, Google, this is not making any sense, man. Come on. Okay, let me see if I can throw a picture of an Empyrean somewhere. I insulted your drink. Come on, man. Why are you insulting my drink, man? What's up, Say? Sad Bandits is in here too. Somewhere, he's lurking around somewhere. Da, da, da. Cooking nuggies because of the place it came from. What's up, Sad? Hi, Say. Look, it's a big League of Legends family. A bunch of reformed League of Legends players. Oh my god, man. USB equals fish, man. Baba Booey, man. This is hot. This is Bollywood DM Dungeon Mastery here today, man. I'm telling you, man. Okay. I'm getting distracted. I need to add an image. Okay, I need to browse for this image. There we go. There's the Empyrean. Where should I put him though? Put him like right here. Right there, so he's hitting the chat, man. Do the head bobble. What's the head bobble? Apparently its name is not allowed to be spoken. McDonald's? I have a McDonald's Dr. Pepper. And I also have water. Today was a great day. I completed 2 one-shots in 6 hours. We finished one and started another. That's pretty based, brother. Looks like my YouTube account is flagged again. What the fuck? Nearly Righteous can't even join because his YouTube account's flagged. What kind of community am I running here? Now it works. What is going on? I don't know. YouTube's just weird. Let me do this. I'm gonna just go to announcement. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. We're gonna go at everyone. I know it's 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. on a Sunday. Everybody's probably sleeping. Sleeping for work on the live stream. Oh yeah, brother. Okay, we just had a Chinese buffet. I guess I'll enjoy the stream from the toilet. Come on, man. Why are you doing this to me, man? They should have powers according to their parents and invulnerability until someone hits a certain weak point. So I'm thinking about, because I want to go back and redo all the giants. I'm thinking about just giving them a really big damage threshold. Because they have Titan as a tag. Although I just passing by to say green tangs. Greetings. I have to hold on. I'm not. You guys are distracting me. 120 feet. They speak all languages. That's pretty sick. Oh my god. They have innate spell casting. Okay. Well, we already know we're gonna change that. So. I'm gonna add a ability. Just gonna put this on here. They have legendary resistance. Oh my god, man. Legendary resistance, magic resistance. If you're just now tuning in, I have to manually set the stat block up because it is not on the website. Oh, not martial advantage, magic resistance, magic weapons. This really is not that strong of a creature for CR20. It doesn't have multi-attack, which is the craziest thing to me. I don't understand that. Okay, So for him, his maul is 6d6. Stuns. I'm gonna be changing all this anyway, so I'm just getting it like primed for me to change it. Bolt. What the hell is this, man? This goes off the charisma modifier. Oh my god, man. Bolt. And then you have legendary actions too. Oh my god, man. It's CR20, it's CR23. I sleep now. And all it has was a club and a rock. No, that's from the Hill Giant. It actually has a maul and a bolt. That's actually all it has right there. Other than it does have legendary actions too. Let me see if I can just copy paste some of this shit. Hold on. Empyrean stat block D&D. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there we go. Here we go. So you guys can see what it actually has. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this whole thing in one setting because this is a lot that I'm gonna probably have to add. Bolt action, and they have legendary actions. I hate how it's worded on here though, it's way too wordy. Can take 3 legendary actions. Wait, hold on. Has 3 legendary actions. They should just call these legendary action points. Action. Can spend them only at the end of another creature's turn. Yep, we'll do that. We have attack. Wizards of the Coast employees watching my stream being like, okay, get ready to copy what he's doing and then take the credit for it. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, it's not looking so good for D&D with Jeremy Crawford and Chris Perkins leaving. It's kind of concerning, in fact. Okay, this is like what we're working with. Some of the stuff's not complete, but oh, this is not a CR23 in my opinion. It does not do enough damage. Like player characters at level 20, that's what they're supposed to be fighting this at, level 20. Pretty much would steamroll this thing. As far as I'm concerned, they would steamroll this thing. Let me take that out there. Okay. Alright, so this is like the default stat block here. It does have a fly, swim speed, and a fly and a swim speed. 50, 50, okay. I think that's everything. Sorry, I'm not looking, sorry, I'm not looking at the chat, hold on. It's CR20, and all I got was a club and a rock? Oh, gosh dang, I hate how lazy Watsy is. Oh, by the way, that guy that talks funny, his name is Chills, by the way. Freaking millions of dollars, and they just poop out the lamest creatures. Best I can do is toss a stone for every giant variant. Well, it's not like Crawford was any good. Yo, not Boulder, Stone. What up? Okay. So, it's hard to see with this guy in the way, I just realized. One moment. Let me move him from the screen. He's in the way. Let me, like, do something like this, maybe. There, he's like in the way, but not really in the way. This was supposed to be stronger than a lich. Can I get the number 15? Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. Yeah, this is not stronger than a lich. I mean, some of the fact that it can cast like Greater Restoration at will, Pass Without a Trace at will, like the fact that it can cast these spells as a cantrip is pretty cool. But like it's just not like player characters at this point in your campaign would have probably been. They've been playing these characters for maybe at least a year. They probably have maxed out attunement slots, so they have every item that they could possibly be attuned to, plus a stockpile of healing potions, and they also have access to the wish spell, which means they could just wish this guy was not alive, and then that fight would be over immediately. Like they just like don't think when they make stuff. Apparently, I don't know. It's just really irritating to me when they like. If something is above like whatever the level that players can get wish at, I'm not sure what level wizards get wish at. I have to look that up right now actually just to double check because I'm curious. What level do wizards get wish? Oh, I told you guys. Now he suddenly has to go pee as soon as I start streaming. Wizards get... Okay, yeah, so anything that is CR 17 and higher needs to have a way to not be affected by the wish spell. Otherwise, they'll just say, I wish the creature was gone, and then it's gone, and then the fight's over. There's no fight anymore. What are you whining about? What are you whining for? Why are you whining? Give me like 3 seconds. I'm gonna put the dog away so he doesn't keep whining, and also so he doesn't poop on my floor. So I'll be right back in like 3 seconds. I'll leave it on this screen. You guys can just look at my room. Oh my god. Alright, I'm back. Archie, my man, good to see ya. Nugs secured. Greetings, fellow imagination enthusiast. Oh, there's a third mod now? Say's been a mod for a while. Okay. Alright, so back to my rant about anything that is higher than CR 17. You could just make a monster that's strong for CR 17 without like the intention of like, oh, the players have to use the wish spell. But anything that I think anything that is like 20 and up like, if you want it to actually be a thing, it has to have immunity to wish. Or there has to be an asterisk, and they have to have a condition that has to be met in order for you to use a wish spell against them. That's my opinion, anyways. That's why it's just easier to ban the wish spell, because I don't think player characters should have access to the wish spell. That's something that's gifted to you. Special ability, know you. Creature sends your characters to hell for trying to cheese him with wish. Yeah, exactly. I would think that the only creature that can affect him with a wish would be a god. So I'm going to be looking over this way sometimes just to read the book, because I have the book open right underneath the camera. Alright, so we're going to do cannot be the target. Well, hold on, let me say cannot have its fate altered or be targeted by a wish spell unless it was cast by another celestial or a god. That's going to be the first thing that we put on here. And then we're going to have to figure out what the hell we're doing. You too, man. Yeah, I've been pretty busy lately, to be honest with you. I just have a lot of shit going on right now. If anything, I could give you some advice, like if you need help, like trying to get more views or something. But I have a lot of other projects I'm working on at the moment, unfortunately. I'm going to open up this. We're going to keep this playing. I wish I could turn a Vaporwave playlist on, but let me see if we got like royalty-free Vaporwave. There's a lot of Vaporwave that doesn't sound like Vaporwave to me on YouTube. Let me go. I need to look at my thing here. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my stream info so I can keep an eye on it to make sure like I don't drop it or something. Live right here. Oh, never mind. I'll say, you know what, I'll say by another creature of equal power or higher. That way, that'll just keep that open for people that homebrew stuff. Also need to do the hit die here. 19D12. Love the Vaporwave of Fireflies by Owl City. Never heard that one. I would put on Vaporwave, but most of it is copyrighted. It would fit the vibe that I have going on. But then I look up like royalty free Vaporwave, and a lot of it just doesn't sound like Vaporwave to me. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. Let me. Oh, there's just no music playing. Hold on. I have to figure out how to get. Does that work? Can you guys hear that? Might be a little quiet. Possibly. Here's it. Alright. So, what am I working on here? It's probably fine at this volume. I'm probably very loud, so you guys should be able to hear me regardless. I'm going to move the mic here so it's in front of me. And then I should be plenty loud. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm peaking, so I should be loud enough. Ugh. Okay, now I gotta get my thinking cap on here and try to figure out how I want to do this. I'm gonna can I shrink this at all? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Yeah, let's keep it as is. Let's not repeat the incident. Well, the reason why you weren't able to hear me before is my gain on my mic wasn't up. I had it disabled for some reason. I think because when I watched my other stream, it was so loud that you could hear my fan in the background, so I had turned it off. Okay, sound is good. Says Say Winifred. Alright. I need to start brainstorming some shit here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm cutting out all of the Wizards of the Coast spells. So I need to get one of my stat blocks that has spell casting. And I need to copy the formatting of it. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna do this. Spell save. Heck is this guy anyways? He's this guy right here. He's a, Empyreans are... They are the celestial children of the gods of the upper planes. They are universally beautiful, statuesque, and self-assured. His spells are going to count as level 8 for the purposes of counterspell. Okay, see, now this is what I'm talking about. Like, this doesn't... It's Vaporwave, but I like the Vaporwave that's just, like, real subtle. Like, real lo-fi, real subtle, real quiet. And this is, like, too fast. It's too upbeat. I'm gonna skip this one. Okay, fine. We'll play it. I need to come up with a cool name for damage threshold that's not damage threshold. I think. Unless I should just call it damage threshold. Also, I don't like Vaporwave that has lyrics to it. I like Vaporwave that is like no lyrics. Okay. I need to also redo my spell casting. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do what Mr. Abernathy did with like mana. First thing I can do is start fixing this scheisse. Advantage on saves versus spells and other magical effects. We're gonna do magic weapons. I'm honestly just going to probably take that out. I like the maul. I think we're gonna keep the maul, but we're gonna call this a Titanic maul. In fact, actually, hold on. We're gonna come down here. Where's the maul? This Titanic maul. Magic weapon. I feel like his weapon should be dealing radiant damage on hit, because I'm pretty sure angels do that. So why does this not do that? Wizards of the Coast moment. Actually just don't care about their creature design. Anything that's not CR like 15 and higher, they just don't care about it. Alright. What do I want to call this? God damn it. I keep clicking on shit. My wires are all getting caught on everything. Okay, what type of attack are we gonna have here? Deity-like fits of serenity or rage. It can infect the environment around it by its mood. Wow. We're gonna call it like raging. Rage of the God? No. I don't know. I want to call this something like with a lot of weight behind it, but I can't think of an evocative word right now. Alright, well, when in doubt, we make a computer do it for us. That seemed like a good idea. Just for stuff like this. Furious Shriek? No, this is with his hammer. With his maul, I mean. Oh, that's actually based. Okay, it's gonna be called Heaven's Anvil. Or Heaven's Hammer would be cool too. Sovereign Sundering. My stat blocks might need overhauls, but I'm glad my mana idea was liked. Yeah, it was pretty good. Heaven's Anvil, or we'll just do Heaven's Hammer. Guys, I'm not vibing with this. Like, this is not what I'm imagining when I hear Vaporwave. When I say Vaporwave, I'm thinking like Macintosh Plus. That's Vaporwave to me. Okay, this is good. You have a more solid direction to go in, though. His weapon can actually do force damage, right? Because you can change the type of weapon he uses. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have to use a hammer, but his artwork, he has a big hammer. So I kind of like the maul that he has. I think that's pretty based. Bro really does look like a statue. Okay, so he's gonna do 6d6 bludgeoning damage plus. How much does a solar do? Solar stat block. Okay, this is why this does not make sense to me. Why does the Solar have extra radiant damage? The Solar is CR 21, and the Solar has an insta kill slaying bow, but the CR 23 doesn't have anything like that. They just don't know what they're doing, man. Whoops. They just don't know what they're doing. You can't hear it, really. It is kind of quiet. I have it turned down because, like, I'm listening to it on my end, too, and I don't want it to be super loud. The Solar does 68 radiant damage on hit, so why is this not... Oh my god, man. Okay, 6D... This is CR 23, so we're going to have it do 8d8 radiant damage. Honestly, we're going to make this do 6d8 bludgeoning plus 6d8 radiant damage. If this thing does not hit a character every turn and actually have incredible amounts of impact, making the player characters actually fear getting hit with his weapon, what is the point of running this creature? That's my opinion. And yeah, and the Solar has a multi-attack. But this guy doesn't have a multi-attack. That makes no sense to me. That's very strange. What a weird decision. Wow. WotC actually butchering their own stat blocks. The point is so the players can feel good. You don't get to feel good when you're fighting a CR 23 monster worth 50,000 experience. Because you have to think also, players could have like the deck of many things. They could have Vorpal swords. Like, there's so many OP magic items that players could have at this level. And then we'll do... DC... Yeah, it's a DC 15 con save on the OG one. Nah, we're not doing that. It's gonna use his strength mod, and that's what the DC is gonna be, which is probably a DC 30. Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Okay, strength save. Con save or... Hold on. It's con save or... Stunned until the end. Empyrean's next turn. Now this guy, I don't think he needs more than 2 attacks in a turn if he's actually stunning people with a hit. I also think he should probably knock you prone when he hits you. Yep. We're gonna do large large or smaller creatures. Large or smaller creatures are knocked prone. Yep. We don't pull our punches here on DM Dungeon Mastery. Alright, so the difference between our two attacks here. So mine does more damage. It has extra radiant damage. And every time he hits you, you have to make a DC 25 con save or you are stunned until the start of his next turn. And then also if you're large or smaller, you're knocked prone. Honestly, it should probably mangle you too, but I don't want to just put like 14 rider effects on one hit. Oh, I'm going to give him Stomp, alright. It would be cool if he threw creatures really far away. Yeah, I'm going to give him probably a grab attack, like my giants have. Also, I forgot to... Alright, we're going to delete this, because it's garbage, and I don't want to see it anymore. You know, I think it would be cool... He does have a bolt attack. But I was going to say, I think it would be cool if he could take his hammer and throw it, and then it hits something, and then he could call it back to himself. I guess it's kind of like Thor. Do I want to make him like Thor? I kind of want him to be more like Zeus, I think, actually. Heaven's Hammer. I want to give him like an attack that's called like Wrath of the Gods or something. Bless. Damn, that Thor thing would be so cool. It would be cool, but it's almost like it would kind of just be like double dipping because he already has an attack where he can throw some sort of bolt. His bolt attack also 7d6 damage. That should be doing... Where's my Dungeon Master's guide at? Hold on. Dude is literally... He's higher level than what a player character can get to, and he's not doing that much more damage than they can. Like, barbarians have like almost 200 hit points at this level. I need to see, where's my spell? My custom spell thing here. Where do I make custom spells? I can't remember the page. Then catastrophic area attack. Take 4d10 damage every time your character breathes. I mean, you do have to, like, when you're fighting something like this at this level, it has to be like a race against the clock. Okay, so the spell damage chart is on page 284. Let me pull something up real quick. 2014 DM's Guide. Page 284. Alright, let me show you guys something here. Okay. So I know it's not a spell. but this can be used to like tell you how much damage something should be doing at a certain level. So like 9th level spells that only target one creature should be doing 15d10, so long as you can half the damage on a save. If you can't, it should actually be higher. So currently the Empyrean, he doesn't have multi-attack, and his ranged attack does 7d6 damage, and it just hits one creature. So what did I just do? Oh, here it is. 7d6. So that's like the equivalent of a 4th level spell. The dude is CR 23. Like, that's what I need to hand. Like, dude, he should be dealing like way more damage than that. This was the problem with the Tarrasque. I had to make the Tarrasque deal d20s in damage because like I play tested against 3 level 20 characters with full items, and they still killed it like easily. So in fact, what I need to do here is something that I like to do for spells here. What the hell is that thing called? What is that spell called? It's like a necromancy, I think. It's like Finger of Death. Finger of Death. So what I like about Finger of Death is it has like just a flat plus 30 damage. Sorry, Matthias, let me see. It's like a hammer blow that replicates the earthquake spell effect. Yeah, I think that would be cool too, if he could just hit the ground and leave you in a crater, basically. Okay, so one thing that I'm thinking is, rather than make him do like 12